Hi, I'm Kevin Doucet, and I'm here to discuss the independent candidates for our upcoming election. I have Parteek Singh from ASUCD and Emily DeFazio here from the California Aggie, and we're discussing the candidates Madison Wheeler, Alexander Rodriguez, and Matt Yamaguchi. On Alex Rodriguez, Alex wants to make a cultural appreciation day, have a cleansing station in the Student Community Center, and promote the awareness of mental health on campus. Matt Yamaguchi wants to improve the transportation needs at UC Davis, like improving the working conditions for Unitrans and Tipsy Taxi drivers. He also wants to provide space for collaboration between students and clubs and student-run businesses. Lastly, he wishes to maintain UC Davis as an open and green space by protecting the open fields from future developments. Madison Wheeler wants to increase the awareness of sexual assault, have better lighting on campus, such as solar-powered lights along footpaths, and she wants to lobby for an increase of blue light systems on campus. So do any of you personally know these candidates? Have any of you met them before?
No, I never met them.
Yeah.
And I do have office hours Monday and Wednesday where you're free to come join me and learn more about my experience and this election system.
Okay, cool.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully one of them will join me in the next week or so.
Okay. If there was like something about any of their platforms that really stuck out to you, what would it be?
I feel like they haven't done their research enough.
Huh.
Most of these platforms are things we've seen before, like Cultural Appreciation Days. We have the cross-cultural centers. They host Cultural Appreciation Weeks and days already. So the more lighting on campus was part of Black Under Attack movement, and which I'm sure Mariah Kayla Watson, our former president, has worked with the administration to get more lights on campus. And another one is startup clubs, or working with clubs, or like having more startup opportunities for students. We actually have a startup hub, a club on campus, and we have e-fund committee, which provides funding to students to bring new ideas and work on new ideas. So I feel like we already have these things on campus.
Well, okay, so just to be fair, like the blue light system is not necessarily about making new lights on campus. It's about like a emergency warning system. They just call it blue light, but I don't really know why they call it blue light system. But what it is, it's like if on campus there will be spots where like you can go to if you're having an emergency, right? So it's not necessarily about like adding. I mean, blue light doesn't help.
No, I
right?
definitely agree. Yeah. But I wasn't referring to the blue light system. I was
referring to like the solar panel or solar.
Yeah. So, and the blue light system, I feel like we used to have that, and I think that's something necessary to bring back.
Yeah.
So I like that platform a lot.
Emily, do you have a comment?
Yeah. To go along with the blue light system, just that topic in general. To my knowledge, we only have 6 to 8 blue lights in place on campus, and they're not in great spots. They're only like in the Arboretum or on the outskirts, where people aren't usually going to and from downtown or anything. So in my opinion, I feel like that's a great, really specific thing that our candidates are looking at. But I agree that a lot of things are pretty vague and just aren't really specific to the campus community at this time. Like they haven't done their research, it's not really specific. And I really feel like the specificity is what people need to see when they're voting. Yeah.
And that goes hand in hand with sexual assault and mental health awareness, which has been the trend for past 2 years. And it's been in conversation, and our Senator Sam Chang and many other senators have been working on those. So I wonder if these new candidates are bringing any new specific steps to move forward.
Cool. So if there was a space on campus you would like to see a blue light system in place, like where would it be? Because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, in October, November to like February, everywhere around the library is like really disgustingly dark, right? And like I would really prefer there to like be a safe space there, because like even I'm a dude and I walk past there and I'm like, okay, I need to like get out of here because I can't see anything, right? And so I was just wondering if like there was a space on campus you thought could use more lighting or a blue light system. We'll go with Emily first.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to mind is over by Young Hall on the other side of, like south of Social Science and Humanities. It gets really dark over by the bikes and the trees and everything, and I have to go over there a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And especially like at night to go pick up my bike, and it's not that I feel like I'm in personal danger at that point, but I would definitely benefit from having something over by the.
It's like the Death Star. It's called the Death Star for a reason. Yeah,
yes.
It's like super dark and scary, and I get lost in there all the time, and I'm a senior. And then,
just to expand on that, I feel like the dark spots are a great place, and the spaces that students use the most,
Mm.
like the SCC, somewhere around the SCC, the library, the MU.
I'd like to bring up the fact that these are all independent candidates, but each of them bring up a certain point within their platforms. Like Madison is focusing on campus safety, while Alex is focusing on cultural and campus diversity. What my concern is what happens if one of those people are not elected and that aspect of our campus is not addressed?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
totally
see-
see that. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that'd probably be helpful to them, like in terms of the like political process, for them to be like, I'm willing to work with other people or like accommodate these platforms in my own platform because like I'm just trying to make the campus better. But then again, I'm not a politician and I don't know what they think. But if I was one, that's probably what I would say.
I feel like most candidates who don't get elected sometimes disappear, but I encourage them to stay in the system, work with other senators to still get their platforms done. You still have the resources to get everything done. Like I'll be terming out in a month or so, and I haven't finished my platforms, and I'm still going to continue to work on them as I leave Senate.
So it's like a whole process.
It's a whole,
Yeah.
especially when you have to work with administration,
Yeah.
then there are more
And you got like these
loopholes.
8-hour meetings and whatnot, and voting and scandal and yeah.
I wouldn't say scandal. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'd like to thank Partik Singh and Emily DeFazio for coming on the show today. I've been Kevin Dusa. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, if you like this week's episode, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like all our videos.
So remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram.